Welcome to the Lords of Tiberius Kickstarter. Lords of Tiberius is a free-to-play strategy role-playing game created as a homage to the works of George R. R. Martin. This world is full of legends, castles, and secrets, many belonging to our previous players. But the story that matters most in Tiberius is your own. In the world of Tiberius, you'll choose your own path, decide who and what you want to be, and in so doing, you'll shape the fate of the realm. You'll decide whether to play as a fierce and loyal soldier, a cautious and calculating scholar, a courtesan depending on your allies, or a scheming, treacherous spy. Your path may take you to a coronation high in the keep on Sovereign Hill, or to places less pleasant. In Lords of Tiberius, we focus less on getting quests and goals and following the rules, and more on a simple and seemingly easy goal: just survive. You'll play as one of 9 noble houses of Tiberius, each vying for power and to seat the throne, each with unique bonuses that can help them do so. Ostensibly, the goal is to take your foe's land and become king, but once you sit the throne, the game only gets more dangerous as you try to force your enemies to submit and keep your allies from turning on you and claiming the crown for themselves. No one else can take the crown as long as it's on your head, so becoming king just makes you a bigger target. To end the game, the king must bring peace either by forcing all other houses to bow or by killing those who refuse. The combat is done in the game map by selecting territory to attack and triggering a dice roll to determine your success. Along the way to victory, you'll engage in scheming and statesmanship via your private diplomatic chat windows, and war for territories with your foes and perhaps allies who have turned against you. When the game is over, all the houses that have survived will gain land and power and titles, while those who have lost territory or been killed will lose it. Currently, our focus is on getting the strategy and diplomacy elements of our game, the bread and butter of the game, working mechanically, and setting up databases to hold user data, account data, and game records. Phase 1 will have our coding team produce a working game client within 3 months, as well as getting a score and player avatars from our music and art departments. Phase 2 will focus on adding custom titles and stats, as well as more advanced scorekeeping and some helpful NPCs. I've been working on the NPC dialogue trees for about 2 weeks now, and I can tell you they're really impressive, and they're going to get you into the RPing elements a lot more, the role-playing elements, I mean. While the final stage will see the implementation of character classes and leveling up via surviving or winning games. If we exceed our minimum funding goals, we can expand our team to work faster and add additional media such as animated histories of Tiberius and a dueling and poisoning minigame, which we're really excited about. It's sort of influenced a little bit by Sid Meier's Pirates, if you played the dueling game in that. A lot of our game mechanics are kind of influenced by like Civilization 2, just a lot of classical strategy games, Heroes of Might and Magic, a little bit in the role-playing element. So that's kind of where we're coming from as a team. We've got a great vision for this, and we're determined to bring it to you. That determination has seen this game develop for over a year, from its simple origins as a Game of Thrones fan game played on forums and image boards, to the mock-ups we've produced on our website, and finally to this campaign, which is the culmination of all of that, to get our vision out there. The great thing about all that game history is that, without knowing it, our team who was testing this game and playing the Game of Thrones fan game was actually creating and testing game mechanics and balancing issues, as well as just determining if the game was enjoyable. The results are absolutely clear. This game is still popular among the small player base, and you can read on the page to see reviews from our actual players. It doesn't just end there. The interaction between those players and their role-playing in those games has been carried over and translated into the history of Tiberius, so that as they play, they build the world around them. We're going to keep this element when we create the final game. You'll be able to play story and event-based games that are going to determine the history and layout of the world and actually change things mechanically. And your character may well end up in the history of Tiberius. Thanks for watching our video. We really hope you'll enjoy our game.